I'm Kevin Jones, and this is The Art of the Question.
I fly a lot. And on the planes, they have a lot of movies for me to pass the time, but honestly, most of them are not worthy of my time, but there are a few gems. Have you ever really thought about what makes a movie worth watching? Some movies we watch for the fun of it. My wife's all-time favorite is The Sound of Music. Our kids have been raised on Maria and the Von Trapp family. Some movies we watch for the special effects or the story.
You can come on holiday to Berlin if you like.
Or the nostalgia.
He's looking at you, kid.
But there is one thing that can really hook an audience. It's the questions the movie compels the audience to ask. Every movie has at least one main question, if not more.
Mary Poppins.
Why did Mary Poppins return?
Close your mouth, please, Michael. We are still not a codfish.
Will the toys be able to reunite with Andy? And if so, will he want them again?
Hurry along now.
Will Ferris ever be caught?
I guess that's my dad.
Yeah.
Will E.T. make it home? Who will get snapped? Will Kip ever find true love? Sometimes a movie takes you from question to question to question.
Did I make it clear that your job is at stake?
Will she be rescued? By whom?
I know who you are.
Who is that masked man?
You're the dread pirate Roberts, admit it.
With pride.
Who is smarter? Will they survive the ROUSs?
Rodents of unusual size? I don't think they exist.
Will she marry Prince Humperdinck now that Wesley is dead?
Man and wife, say man and wife.
Will Fred Savage be able to tolerate the kissing scenes?
Fencing.
Sometimes the answers to the questions are obvious. Will the Titanic sink? Will Maverick learn his lesson? Will Rocky win?
Did you almost start to wonder if I was real?
Will Sherlock outsmart Moriarty?
Did I nearly get you? Richard Brooke.
Was Jar Jar necessary? Sometimes you will know the question and answer, but the sub-question of how to get to the answer is unknown. Remakes use this technique. They each have their own twist. It's the twist that creates the question, the unknown, that makes it interesting. The way a movie is made can create a great question or a poor question, creating a great movie or one that fails to live up to its potential. The goal of a great story is to create and resolve questions for the audience in a compelling way. Take, for example, the decent enough movie Passengers. Here's the plot. A guy comes out of hypersleep early. He's lonely for a long time. For companionship, he wakes up a girl. He lies to the girl about how she woke up.
Hi.
They fall in love.
You took my life!
The girl learns the truth and gets mad. The guy is lonely again. The spaceship malfunctions. He sacrifices himself for her. She saves him. They are in love again and live until they die.
150 years.
What's the compelling question?
On Earth?
I don't know that there is one. There are many little questions like, how long will he let his beard grow? What will he play next? Will he tell her or will she just find out?
It's just us.
Now that she doesn't like him, will he wake up someone else? Besides that, it's an interesting story and only an okay movie. In essence, you are told the story but are never given a compelling question to answer. But what if we rearranged the plot and told the story differently? I got this idea from a video on a YouTube channel by Nerdwriter. What if the movie starts with the girl waking up, and when they talk and he gets those strange looks? Now the questions the audience is asking are completely different. Did he wake her up, or was it coincidence? Is he evil or just desperate?
Get out of here!
What else is going on that the movie isn't saying yet? Is she in danger? When will she find out, and how? When she does, how will he change? Suddenly the story is compelling because of the question the movie is forcing the viewer to ask. The movie leaves the viewer always wondering. The story creates the circumstances that force the viewer to ask certain questions. These questions and how they answered is the story. Here is an opposite example. One of my favorite movies as of late is Arrival.
I used to think this was the beginning of your story.
From the very first line of the story, we start asking questions. We try to answer them.
Now that's a proper introduction.
We keep guessing. And we aren't given the answer until the very end. The writers keep us engaged throughout the entire movie because of the questions we are forced to ask. Here's my point. The quality of the questions we ask will have a huge difference on the success of our interactions. The better the questions, the more successful we will be in reaching whatever goal we're striving for. Ask an okay question and you'll get an okay response. But purposefully ask a great question and you can have an engaged audience who is with you every step of the way. So if you want to connect with the mind and heart of the person you are talking with, ask great questions. If you take the time to develop great questions, you can inspire great change and action in others.
I hope you liked that video. I had fun putting it together. I love creating great videos that help explain topics that may be a little bit more complex. If you want to learn how to create great questions to get great results, click follow, like, subscribe, whatever button is below, and you'll get more of these videos. If you want your team or your audience to learn how to ask powerful questions, contact me and we can talk about a workshop or a keynote, or just sitting down and developing some way to help your team get great results by creating great questions.